Salut tout le monde, it's your boy Lukael. Welcome back to episode 3 of Final Fantasy XVI. So in the last episode, things definitely escalated a lot. We got to see the end of that flashback from 13 years ago when Clive was still just a teenager. Our father, the Archduke, ended up being betrayed by his own people and killed by soldiers from the duchy. Our little brother Joshua was then forced to transform into the Phoenix, only to be attacked by Ifrit, which I think is Clive transforming, but he doesn't seem to be aware of this fact. It's kind of like how Goku killed his grandfather by turning into the giant ape, but like he's not aware of it and he doesn't learn about it until much later. And then back in the present, we were reunited with Jill, who turned out to be the dominant for Shiva, and also with our loyal dog Torgal after we met Cid, the Cid of this game, who has this little community of people hiding in some old fallen ruins. So the story has picked up quite a bit, and it feels like we're kind of getting into the groove of like what the game is going to be now. We've got our little hideout, we can start crafting, we're meeting new characters, so excited to see what more we can see today. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Without any further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, so we're in the hideout and we need to speak with Tarja. Hello, Tarja.
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions when she's recovered.
We didn't only just get here.
You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
Just now. I was here for Jill, but... Can they not use healing magic in these ruins?
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary.
I kind of confused these two characters, to be honest. Their hair is a little similar.
Begun.
Okay. I'm not sure that warranted a cutscene, but sure.
Another fine day at the hideaway.
Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything? You ask me.
Hey,
Well,
Otto.
Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
Karen, huh?
Right.
Oh. And thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here, consider yourself welcome. You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
I mean, all I did was go upstairs and call Tarja. I didn't really do much. Side quests unlocked. Oh, great. I've been so looking forward to these. So we've got a to-do list. Up to 3 side quests can be there, and the main scenario. We can now go to the 1,000 Tomes, which is an ever-growing compendium of all things Valestia. That might be very interesting. And the Orchestrion, a personal jukebox for songs collected throughout the game. I always love when we get that feature. Both are located in the Fat Chocobo. Okay.
Who are these people?
Speak with Karen at her stall. Like I've said last time, this game's side quests, at least from what I've heard, are notoriously bad. And like I guess they're boring or just repetitive, or I don't really know the reason. So I might end up doing them off screen in between the episodes, because even just the base game I feel is already quite long. And this is not a playthrough that a lot of people are going to be watching, I feel. So I might take care of the side quests off screen. We'll see.
I need supplies for my journey to Lostwing. Otto said you could provide them.
Right, we're going to
What's
Lostwing.
that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
Sorry.
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours.
I suppose
Since
so.
he followed Cid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed.
You have my gratitude for
I suppose
that.
That's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I'll try
I
not
won't.
to.
Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil?
Not really.
Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
She has two different eye colors. She's got heterochromia. So she sells a better sword than the one we have. I mean, I have better swords. I have the bonus ones, but... Alright, let's buy these iron bracers. What's with my voice today? Though little more than crude leather straps reinforced with even cruder iron plates, boundless tales of dexterous doers or doers of daring, deftly deflecting Dorlax. What? Tales of dexterous doers of daring, deftly deflecting Dorlax and redirecting dints with naught but these wristlets have made the equipment a popular choice for those who dream of being a hero, but currently lack the monetary means. Like in most games, I wouldn't necessarily read these item descriptions, but it seems like they put a lot of effort in this game. Like, they're very kind of elaborate and flowery descriptions, so I do enjoy that. Let's buy these bracers. We'll equip them. And I guess I'll also buy this broadsword. Even in the hands of an untrained soldier, the broadsword can prove a deadly weapon, which is why it remains a popular choice for armies across the Twins. What is the Twins? We've read about a continent called... I forget the name already, but there's like another continent, and then there's Storm, which is the continent we're on. So maybe the Twins are like the two continents? It also doesn't hurt that the pig iron blades are extremely simple and inexpensive to forge. Well,
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
let's buy it. And I'll sell the old one.
You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much.
That's all.
Why, you've barely a guilty name.
There's my boy.
Taking his side now. And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception.
I mean, I guess you can keep him if you want.
But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
You giving me this?
Thank you.
Appreciated.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
He's got a name, you know. You've had him this whole time and you never bothered giving him a new name? Retrieve sacks. And what's in there? The Arete Stone. It's a virtual battlescape to have a safe location to test out new abilities and train against all manner of enemies. Oh, that's cool. I do love when they include that. The Hall of Virtue. Commence training? No, I'm good. You can change... Ooh. You can possibly change your weapon appearance. That's also nice. Okay, I guess... Do I not have a choice? Can I not get out of here? Looks like I don't have a choice. Okay, it's like a fighting game. That's cool. It shows you your inputs. Cool. Can I get out of here? Okay, now we can get out. So they just want to make sure you know you have access to this.
You all done?
I guess so. All that for 2 potions?
Leaving already, are ya?
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
What a charmer.
This should be fun.
Right.
So is Torgal coming? I guess. Is he gonna be fighting alongside us for the whole game? Because that would be great. I would love having a little dog companion to help me fight my battles. We got fast travel.
Do you think we should go and help? It sounds like Otto has everything under control. As always.
Oh, this is where you change the music. Orchestrion. Getting to change the music at your base is really cool. I love that. So this is the basic song. It sounds a bit like... It sounds a little bit Monster Hunter-esque. This one's kind of sad. And then 16 bells is the one we got from like a pre-order bonus or something. I think that's just the basic combat theme. Well, I'm fine with the basic song. But maybe eventually we'll change it.
When lightning struck his yoke to break his way.
My very loud leather when running around. Can I still not talk to Jill? Jill! Okay, no, that's Cid's office. Jill!
She's not going to heal any quicker with you hovering around like a bloodfly.
Alright, fine. Alright, just to see. Let's do like one side quest.
There are far too few of us as it is, and I won't risk losing anyone through lack of preparation.
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital. By the look of those bruises, not a moment too soon.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter where they came from. Only that they're here now.
You another one of Cid's strays? What? We all are. Little uns, big uns, and everything in between. We're a damn sight better off here than out there in the world.
Seems that way.
Cid once told me, the blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes it hunt.
Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears.
Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
So it's that kind of side quest, is it? You can tell this is a team that made 14. Like, it's kind of the kind of quest you'd get in an MMO, right? It's a very MMO side quest. Sure.
I'd be happy to. Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
Ah, you can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
First harvest? I thought you guys had been living here for a while.
Not. All right, where can I find this wood?
Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
Very epic music considering it's about collecting wood. But okay. God, God, fucking Clive, you're so loud when walking around. Listen to the squeezing of that leather and like equipment. Wait. Fucking listen. My clothing is so loud. Alright, so we need to speak with a carpenter. Oh, this guy?
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Jeffrey, master carpenter.
Jeffrey.
Luck would have it, we've just
How is that
finished cutting
pronounced
the timbers
Jeffrey?
after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Oh, that's riveting stuff. I mean, it's the first side quest. It's probably just meant to kind of teach you how it works, but like... Who doesn't know how side quests work at this point? Okay, they do have the option to quick travel to the quest's final destination, which again is very MMO-like, but I do appreciate it. It allows you to save some time.
Jeffrey, was it?
Would have probably taken the same time to just walk there, but okay.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe. Now stop fretting and take this.
There's no need to...
That's not a matter of need, my friend. You're one of us now.
A gill bug? Contrary to popular belief, this small insect does not get its name from its appearance, but rather from the fact that it is highly sought after by physicers for use in brewing medicines. In summer, when the beetles are most numerous, children across the realm will spend nigh every waking hour collecting specimens in readiness to exchange them for a handful of coppers. As children have tiny hands, however, this amounts to fewer than one might expect. Can be traded for gil. I had more fun reading this item description than doing this whole side quest, to be honest. I mean, it's the first one, so maybe it's kind of boring like on purpose, but if they're all like this, I can see why people said you might as well just skip those.
Do you think we should go and help?
Don't think... Ah, a new face. And, dare I hope, a willing pair of hands. The fat chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
Really? Like one guy shows up, delivers 2 plates to customers, and you're gonna give him the content of your, like, secret box? Sure.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the
Oh, this
weary
is Kenneth.
shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and
Victuals?
be careful. They're hot.
You know...
Oh, meal. How long has it been?
Yeah, this is extremely basic stuff. I mean, probably some of them get a bit more interesting than that, I have to imagine. But it really kind of... Like, once you've played a lot of really good games that have good side quests or, like, just good missions in general, it really puts in perspective games that have, like, very basic kind of just busy work of, like, collect 10 flowers, deliver 5 wood. And it's not always a bad thing. Like sometimes doing some busy work is just kind of what you feel like. You know, you put on a little video on YouTube or a little podcast and you're just kind of like doing your little side quest in your game and it's fine. You know, you're just passing the time. You're just trying to distract yourself. But when you have really good side quests, like, I don't know, something like Witcher 3 had pretty good side quests, you know, good writings, unique characters for each, like some interesting stories. It just really makes you realize how some games just kind of make you work for nothing. Like they're just kind of wasting your time. I don't know. Like ideally side quests should be, I mean, as fun as the main quest and maybe make you get to know some of the characters, get to know the world. And I guess that's what it is here, is maybe not the most interesting.
Well, well. There's so much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
What do you care, Clive? Like, let this man be.
Young had so many uses.
Oh right, there's the Compendium also. From the wizened man.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the hideaway, perchance?
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
That's
quite the name.
Quite a mouthful, I know.
I'm glad you're aware.
Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes. On account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me.
I didn't know you could say bijou in
Alas,
English.
My days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
Of course. So he's kind of like the Macon of this game. Would you like to hear a story? You can ask about him.
When I was very young...
And lived beyond these shores. It's very strange how they only played the first few words. Like either don't voice them at all or voice all of them. It's weird. My father would read to me every night. I'm sorry if I sound critical. You know, I'm just a nitpicker. That's who I am. That's how I engage with media. You probably know this by now if you've been on this channel long enough. It doesn't mean I'm not enjoying the game. I have to specify it because sometimes I get comments of people saying like, oh, you're really negative. I'm not being negative. I'm just, you know, observing, nitpicking. I'm liking the game so far. My father would read to me every night from the only book we had, A History of Valisthea by Moss the Chronicler. So enchanted was I by this realm of myth and magic that when I was of age, I enlisted as a deckhand on a merchant galley, that I might see it with my own eyes. I actually kind of like reading it better, if only because I can do so at my own rhythm.
Yet, when I arrived...
What I found was a land of war and suffering, darkened by the blight and the evil in men's hearts. Well, you'll get that anywhere in the world, buddy. Still, I was determined to follow in the footsteps of Moss and record what I could. And so I did, in all manner of places, in all manner of roles, until my aging legs could carry me no longer.
Fortunately,
Cid found me by the roadside, so to speak, and offered me a place here, where I might continue my studies, albeit without the wandering.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
A compendium of Valisthean lore covering everything from basic terms to important persons, geography, history. New information is constantly added as Clive progresses through the story. So it also adds your past active time lore. It might be better to just read them here than like in the middle of cutscenes, but sometimes it kind of gives you like helpful context for the cutscene you're watching.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Oh, and then we tell him about our adventures. Oh, that's fun.
You wish to study the tomes?
Okay, so icon. Magical beings of godlike strength who dwell within human hosts known as dominants, only emerging when the dominant primes. History records 8 icons in total, each with a unique elemental affinity. It is commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist, but as none has ever witnessed all of these rare creatures together, The conjecture is yet to be proved. 8 elements. Okay, so fire, water, ice, lightning, wind, earth, light, dark, I guess. That would be 8. And then you also have related topics. Priming. The act of a dominant transforming their living flesh into that of their icon. Dominants most often prime during times of war, using the immense strengths of their icons to turn the tides of battle. Though it is usually done deliberately, the dominant remaining in control of the icon even when primed, on occasion a dominant will lose control of their powers and see their icon run riot. Yeah. So, the Battle of Nissa, which we were witness to. The Battle of Nissa was a short yet bloody clash between the Iron Republic and the Republic of Dalmatia in the year 873. The Dalmatians, hoping to force an end to their long-running conflict with the Iron Blood, had convened a council at Zirnitra's stronghold and entreated their Welloder, is that how you say that? Welloder allies to aid them in their cause. You know, this game, I think when I tried to install it on my PC, it was like 90 gigabytes, something like that. So you would think each of these entries would be fully voiced. Same with the dialogue from the characters. So like, I'm really surprised that the whole game is not voiced. Because even something like the Compendium in Mass Effect, you know, each of these entries is voiced. So, I mean, again, it's not a big deal. Like, I'd rather read it myself than just wait and listen to someone else. But it is kind of surprising. It would at least help me to know the pronunciation for some of these words. Allies to aid them in their cause. However, talks soon broke down and the Dalmatians were left with no choice but to rely once more on the power of the mighty Titan. Why wouldn't you rely on him? Like, you have access to it, just do it. Oh, to whom they already owed a considerable debt. Okay. Thus was the stage set for a showdown between Titan and Shiva, the Iron Blood's own icon, in which losses on both sides were too many to count, I bet. Because that was quite the battle. Okay, so we've got a list of... Oh, wow. That's a lot of people. As Imperial Deserter, an Imperial Bearer turned deserter after refusing to slay the dominant of Shiva, choosing instead to turn his blade on his own sergeant. As a force of crusaders closed around him, his freedom seemed as if it would be short-lived, until the timely intervention of Cid, a man who shared Clive's desire to see the dominant freed from their clutches. Together, they escaped to Cid's secret hideaway. But what does Cid really want? Like, does he really just want dominants to run free without anyone controlling them? Because they are extremely dangerous. Like, they represent so much power. They can completely alter the history of the world if they so choose. So, like, do you just want them to be free, really? I will say I am a huge fan of games that have like a very meaty compendium like this one, where like you get a description for every character, even multiple per characters for like different steps in their journeys. And so at no point am I going to feel lost or like I don't know who is this again, like I don't really remember who this is or like what their story is. It's all spelled out for you right here. So I love that they took the time to document all of this for you. Upon the night of the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate, the shock of seeing his father slain before his disbelieving eyes led to him losing control of his icon and setting the castle alight. From the flames rose a second icon of fire, whose murderous rampage laid both the castle and the Phoenix low. Is there any chance that he would have survived? Like, I know we saw the Phoenix die, but maybe when the icon dies, then you transform back into a human and you're like vulnerable, but maybe you survive? I don't know. Ambrosia, Clive's personal steed. During the attack on Phoenix Gate, she raced to Clive's rescue, saving him from certain death at the cost of an eye, a price she gladly paid, which means she's still alive somewhere. She's going to be missing an eye, but we will get to maybe ride her in the future. Benedicta Harmon. Hugo Kupka. Kupka's awakening as the dominant of the icon Titan thrust him to the forefront of Dalmatian politics, winning him influence over both the Republic's armies and its policy making, as well as a personal fortune. That's what I kind of don't get about these diamonds. Like, how is Shiva a prisoner of the Iron Kingdom? Like, once you awaken as an icon, can't you just demand anything you want and be like, well, either you make me the new king, or I'm gonna transform into a giant fucking kaiju and kill everyone in the city, and then they'd be like, I guess we don't have a choice. Like, what are the limitations you have? Is it because you can't transform without the help of these, like, priests or whatever? Because did it say, like, Shiva maybe needed the Iron Kingdom's priests to transform? But, like, of course you would get huge influence over the politics. Why wouldn't you? You might as well become the new king, because who's gonna stop you? You know, they can send armies after you and you could just crush all of them. He has little love for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. His love for Benedicta Harmon, however, is absolute. How romantic. He would gladly betray his every ally just to be with her. We've got a hopeless romantic here. Royal Knight Lord Commander. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Wallod's armies. And they also don't spoil the name of characters you haven't met yet. That shows like an attention to detail in the storytelling that I really appreciate. He accompanied his liege to Fort Zernitra in the Republic of Dalmatia to negotiate the provision of reinforcements from the Royal Order of Knights. Okay. He does kind of look like Jill. It could just be a coincidence, but like he might be her brother. He's from the Kingdom of Wallod. And it just says she's from the Northern Territories. I don't know, they look very similar. Same hair color, same eye color. The King of Wallod, there he is. The aloof and unshakable Barnabas Tharmer? First of his name, few can meet his steely gaze without flinching. Otto, the chief steward of Cid's hideaway, who manages the day-to-day running of their operation in his friend's stead. Cid often being taken far and away by his bearer-liberating activities. Even when Cid is at home, he prefers to leave such busy work to Otto, much to the hard-pressed purser's indignation. Charon, one of Cid's most trusted allies, a merchant who calls the hideaway her home. With a little help from her hard-working yet long-suffering apprentice Goots, she can source whatever supplies the residents of the hideaway need, provided they are willing to pay. She wears a glass eye in her right socket. Oh, okay, so that's why her eye looks kind of weird. I thought maybe it was heterochromia, but it does look a little different, so... Okay, glass eye. Goots, apprentice to Charon and ally of the hideaway. A gentle giant who has a warm word for everyone, but is not afraid to put his foot down in the face of injustice. Goots' every waking moment is spent in service to his Nan, and he can do little of his own accord without her express permission. Also, obviously there's a lot to read here because we're looking at this for the first time, but in the future I'll probably check the compendium maybe like once at the start of the episode or like at the end. I'm not gonna spend all of my time reading the compendium. Blackthorn, resident blacksmith of Cid's hideaway, a sullen and secretive sort who prefers to drown his woes in drink than to share them. Toxic masculinity. Harpocrates II Hyperboreos, the hideaway's resident historian whose love for books has earned him the nickname Tomes. Harpocrates traveled to Valisthea as a youth, seeking to unearth the secrets of this land of legend, and over the years has developed a deep knowledge of Valisthean geography, history, religion, and folklore. Elwyn Rossfield. Elwyn's reign ended when he was beheaded by servants of the Holy Empire of Sambrec in their ignoble attack on Phoenix Gate, known not only for his inspiring leadership and skill with a blade, but his disapproval of the mistreatment of bearers. Well, you guys still had bearers working at the duchy, though. His legacy lives on in all those who oppose imperial rule in what remains of Rosaria. Yeah, what happened to Rosaria now that the... like 13 years after the Archduke died and his heir died? What happened to Rosaria? Annabella Rossfield. It was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in league with a force she judged the mightier. So it was her bloodline? Our father said his father had been the phoenix. So how is it her bloodline? She got her son killed by bringing the Empire there. The Holy Empire of Sanbreque, it was Annabella's treachery that led to the disaster at Phoenix Gate. She seemed very pleased with herself, like even though her son died. So what the fuck was she planning? Her plan makes no sense. Like what, does she want to give birth to the next Phoenix heir with someone from the Empire instead? I don't know what her deal is, but she's no mom of mine. Fuck her. Murdoch and his shields accompanied Elwyn and Joshua to Phoenix Gate to perform the rite of ancestral communion, only to be set upon first by Imperial infiltrators, then a second shadowy Aeon of Fire, within whose flames Murdoch was engulfed. And I guess he's dead. We didn't see him die, but we did see his body catch on fire, so... Sir Wade, a loyal shield of Rosaria. Though he did all he could to return the favor that he owed to Joshua for saving his life as a boy during the attack on Phoenix Gate, Wade was to meet the same fate as the prince. Yeah. His years of distinguished service were to come to a close when he was swallowed by the flames of the rampaging Phoenix. That really sucks for these guys. Tiamat. A bearer in service of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, Tiamat, or the man who now bears the name, is the leader of the Bastards, a squadron of elite assassins. It was on a mission to take the head of Shiva's dominant in the Nysa Defile that his subordinate Wyvern, real name Clive Rossfield, turned upon him and cut him down. Though none know his true name, rumor has it that the man now known as Tiamat was born a scion of a noble Sambrequois family and abandoned to his fate after his powers awakened. Again, why would you abandon someone who has powers? Oh, I didn't read this. It was not only her beauty, but her connection to a bloodline that produced many previous dominants of the Phoenix that led to her being proposed as a bride for the young Archduke. Indeed, the two are cousins. Ugh. Having known from a young age that her purpose in life was to preserve her Phoenix-bearing bloodline, she dotes on Joshua and scorns Clive. Huh. So that explains it. It's both in her bloodline and the Archduke, because they're in the same family. We've got some Targaryens over here. Biast, second longest serving of the Bastards, an elite band of assassins. He and his sergeant Tiamat fought alongside each other for many a year, and Biast trusted him with his life. Alas, there was little Tiamat could do to save him from the boulder that was to fall from the skies during their ill-fated mission to infiltrate the Republic. Yet he just kinda got squished like a bug. Avis, Mr. Mustache. Branded soldier of the Holy Empire, none know his true name. He and his band of elite assassins were, He was to lose his life to a crusader axe in the course of the mission. The Dalmatian chief strategist. Former field marshal of the Dalmatian Republic. While there was a time he took personal command of his troops, Hugo Kupka's rise to prominence led to his being recalled from the battlefield by reason of his advancing age, for which he bears the vainglorious dominant a deep-seated grudge. Gotta make way for the youngins. The Republican Prime Minister. Leader of the Dalmatian Parliament and eldest and most experienced of its members, those elected by the states of the Republic, plus the dominant of Titan who serves as an official advisor. Alas, Hugo Kupka does not take kindly to his advice being ignored. Benedicta's right hand. Second in command of Wallode's royal intelligencer, serving under Benedicta Harman, with whom he shares a deep bond of trust. Moss the Chronicler, for which we have no picture. The far-fabled scholar of Valestian history and legend. Even to this day, much of the surviving knowledge of the distant antiquity of the twins issues from his quill. In his later years, his writings attracted fierce criticism from certain scholarly circles, which resulted in him removing himself from public life. He might still be alive then. Maybe we'll meet him eventually. The Dominant of Fire. Again, I think that's just me. A mysterious figure was first seen amid the chaos of the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate immediately before the appearance of the second Icon of Fire, the very icon that slew their heir to the ducal throne. Clive believes this man to be the Dominant who murdered his brother, and has sworn to take his revenge. Let's see, let's look at the lips. Do these look like Clive lips? Kind of. I mean, he had no beard, but he was younger at the time. Lay of the Land, Valisthea. A realm comprising the twin continents of Storm and Ash. Okay, so that's it. That's the other continent. Over which the Mother Crystals stand timeless vigil. At the foot of each, great cities have risen up over the eons, and around them powerful nations. Though the land has been blessed with the light of magic since time immemorial, in recent years a creeping blackness has begun to gnaw at its borders. The Blight. Storm, the westerly of Valisthea's two great continents, with its frozen northern reaches, its temperate marshy midlands, and the searing heat of the south, it boasts a breadth of climes and cultures not seen anywhere else in the known realms. Rosalith, the capital city of the Duchy of Rosaria, Rosalith Castle, seat of the Archduke, stands at the heart of the storied settlement, whose marketplaces teem with activity. Alas, the encroaching blight has rendered vast swaths of the land to the north uninhabitable, driving refugees south in ever greater numbers, and placing an unbearable strain on Rosalith's all too finite resources. The Night of Flames. An imperial attack on Rosarian forces stationed at Phoenix Gate made under the cover of night in the year 860. Elwyn Rossfield was killed in the fighting, as were his two sons. Okay, so the official news is that his two sons died, though the bodies of the latter were never recovered, having thought to have been wholly consumed by hellfire. Both bodies, then. So Joshua could still be alive. Oh. That little line there really makes me feel like maybe Joshua's still alive. The attack was widely rumored to have been facilitated by the traitorous Duchess Annabella, although official explanations attempted to shift the blame onto the Phoenix, having run inexplicably rampant. Yeah, that's convenient for you. The Dragoons, a lance-wielding knight of the Holy Empire. The Dragoons are trained in a unique acrobatic fighting style modeled after the movements of dragons, which is characterized by sudden thrusts and disorienting leaps and dives. Gregorian scripture hold the creatures to be divine, a gift from the goddess herself, and so too are their namesakes revered by the populace. Fort Zirnitra, a stronghold situated at the western end of the Nysa Defile in the Dalmatian Republic. In the year 873, it served as the site of a meeting convened by the Dalmatians with their Waloder allies in an attempt to enlist their aid in driving back the Ironblood, who had been a thorn in their side since the Battle of the Twin Realms 8 years before. The Men of the Fist. Dalmacia's standing army. While officially an organ of the Republic, each of its 5 states is granted relative autonomy with regard to the management of its troops. Aside from certain specialized squads, battle deployments are mostly comprised of small units employing a mixture of foot soldiers and battle mages. The former are known and feared for their curved swords and prodigious axes, and the deadly skill with which they wield them. The Republican Parliament. The highest council of government of the Republic of Dalmacia. 7 ministers are responsible for ruling the nation, though their will is often molded to that of their permanent economic advisor, Hugo Kepka, who leverages his power as the dominant titan to shape the Republic's policy. Of course he would. So the Zirnitra Council, looking to bring an end to their long-running conflict with the Iron Kingdom, the Dalmecs convened a council with their Waloder allies at Zirnitra's stronghold. However, the Waloders were unwilling to concede to the Dalmecs' request, leaving the Republic no choice but to field its dominant Hugo Kupka. In so doing, Parliament further indebted itself to this already powerful player in national politics. The Iron Kingdom, an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm with its capital at Craigloist. I can't wait to hear this actually pronounced. The Mother Crystal Drake's breath rises from a volcanic island situated just within its borders and is worshipped as a god, just as the state religion, the Crystalline Orthodox, dictates. Yeah, I can see how the Mother Crystals could be revered as gods. This same religion decrees the use of magic to be anathema, and the bearers and dominants who use it to be sinful aberrations, leading to even greater discrimination than that suffered by their brethren on the mainland. Can you imagine that? Given their stated desire to control all the mothers, the Iron Blood's attitude to other nations is one of indelible antagonism. Drake's Breath, one of Valicia's 5 mother crystals located on the volcanic isle known to the Iron Blood as Bain Leodlath, in the seas between Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom. Though its occupation can historically be traced to the Duchy, control of the crystal was recently wrested from Rosaria's grasp by the Crusade following a series of bitter conflicts. So Rosaria did originally have it, but then the Crusaders took control of it. The Northern Territories, a bitterly cold region in the northern reaches of the continent of Storm, originally home to the mother crystal known as Drake's Eyes, around which a series of small nations sprang up, nations whose belligerence proved troublesome for Rosaria over the centuries. In time, however, the mother crystal's power dwindled, and with it the power of these warlike nations. With the Blight encroaching on their territory evermore, the remaining tribes were reunited and pacified by Archduke Elwin Rosfield in 854. The Crystalline Orthodox, a religion dedicated to the worship of the mother crystals. Its priesthood enjoyed great power, with the Patriarch, leader and chief shepherd of the faithful, the most powerful of all. While best known as the state religion of the insular Iron Kingdom, it was once practiced throughout Valencia, so it's kind of like the original religion. To its believers, the mother crystals are literal gods, and the wasteful expenditure of ether through the use of magic is strictly forbidden. As such, those who do use magic, dominants and bearers both, are seen as subhuman abominations. And the Battle of the Twin Realms, a conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sambrec and the Kingdom of Wallod in the year 865. Sambrequois forces with the power of the icon Bahamut on their side. Okay, so the Empire has Bahamut as their dominant, took the Strait of Otha back from Wallod, putting an end to a blockade that had lasted several decades. The Walloders, looking to hold back the Sambrequois advance by any means necessary, formed an alliance with the Dalmatian Republic, who themselves were waging war against all these fucking nations are always at war, it seems. Prevented the Empire from progressing any further. Alright, there's still some stuff left to read, but it's a lot of reading and I want to spend the whole episode just reading, so let's stop here for now.
Shall ever be open.
We'll read some more later.
Your food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad. You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect, the old rascal.
Well, he did say he'd give me something for my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad, and keep up the good work.
Here.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord.
A little bit.
Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. He left me half lame, truth be told.
Well, then you're
Cid
justified.
took me in nonetheless. Well, the hideaway is the home I never knew, and a mighty fine one at that.
That's the last one. I'd better let Kenneth know.
All done, I presume?
I love that they allow you to teleport there even though you're right there already.
All three of them. Not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like equals.
Indeed, equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded. Beyond these walls, we are scorned as slaves, speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the hideaway, we are free, truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Cid's vision, wouldn't you say? Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strongbox are yours to do with as you will. Thank you, Clive. Do come and visit me again, won't you?
So what are you gonna do all future times where you need someone to serve your food? Now you're out of, like, treasure. At least this last little bit of dialogue was kind of interesting. Like, he tells you about the history of the bearers and, like, how they're seen and what their plans are here at the hideout. Yes, I know how to open treasure. Little kick. A badge of metal. Definitely, probably gonna do these side quests off screen if they're all gonna be like this. We might miss out on like some little bits of lore, but like it's stuff I can always talk about during the episodes themselves, I'm sure. So we have a badge of metal. The strength of a city is defined by the guard that mans its walls. The strength of a city guard is defined by the pride in their hearts and the laurels on their breasts. This badge provides its wearer with one of the two. Okay. We'll equip that. Alright, that's enough side stuff. Let's get the fuck to... I guess we just leave? Or do we have to fast travel there? Chocobos!
Hungry, are you?
Okay, I guess you just leave. So it's definitely not an open world. There's not even like areas in between the places, it seems. You just kind of travel from one place to the next. So deep and vast is the Greatwood, it serves as a defensive barrier between the Crystal Belt and the Holy Empire, while its denizens deter foolhardy travelers from exploring the forest's everlasting night. The Greatwood in the Holy Empire of Sambrec. Oh, that looks like the worst place to be.
Everywhere.
And they're fucking blood flies.
The Crystal Road.
And I told you we're outlaws.
So there's like this great forest right next to a
Storm
desert.
carrying us from here to the holy capital. Besides, what's wrong with a shortcut through nature's splendor? You know.
The Deadlands claim more of the realm each day. But a place like this still exists is a miracle in itself.
Yeah.
Blood flies and all.
Especially so close to the
Back in
Deadlands.
Imperial land soon. You all right?
Never better.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from looking at you.
That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting. Fearless as you like.
It's good to have you back, Torgal.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
Fanning embers. Yes! Dog has joined the party! We'll fight alongside Clive. You can toggle between item shortcuts and pet commands. So you can sick him on people. He can heal you. And ravage, launch an enemy into the air. That's awesome. Fuck items, I want Torgal. Is he always gonna be there, like in every battle? The Ring of Timely Assistance removes the need for giving Torgal commands. Oh, I do kind of like that. I mean, this one doesn't really feel like making the game easier. It just kind of feels like you're giving Torgal an AI. Because does he not do things on his own unless you command him? I feel like this should be kind of just the default. You know, you don't need to command Donald to heal you in Kingdom Hearts. He just kind of does that by himself. So why can't Torgal do the same? I guess I might equip this ring then.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beasts?
It's gonna take a slot, but... Okay, so I only just got this ring now. That makes sense. Though a fiercely loyal companion, Torgal is also a free spirit who will tear out the heart of any man, woman, or behemoth he deems a threat. To see that he only tears out the hearts of those Clive has specifically deemed threats, he'll need a sign, preferably from Clive's finger. So when equipped pet commands are executed automatically and Torgal's actions will adapt to Clive's. The Ring of Timely Assistance effects are included in the Ring of Timely Strikes. Okay.
They'll be deadly beasts.
Let's go, boy.
Nothing a trained assassin can't handle them.
How reassuring.
You're welcome. For that and the shortcut.
And we've got some nice music here too. Do we have a map for this place? No map. The Greatwood. Wildlife thrives here, but the delicately balanced ecosystem has been thrown into disarray in recent years by the encroachment of the Blight and the beasts driven before it. So dangerous has it become that travelers rarely venture here anymore. Clive's faithful friend. The two were separated on the night of the tragedy at Phoenix Gate, yet reunited 13 years later in the depths of the Nysa Defile. In the intervening years, Torgal not only grew into a fine hound, but met with Cid, who trained him to work as a hunting dog. Then what's his name? There's no way you were able to train this dog without actually knowing his name. Maybe he was wearing like a little necklace with Torgal written on it. Otherwise, like, he would have gotten used to a new name over these 13 years. After meeting with Clive again, Torgal gladly returns to the service of his former master. I don't know. 13 years is a long time. And like, he was only a puppy when we lost him. So I feel like he would still remain loyal to Cid. But, I mean, I'm not complaining. It just seems a bit unrealistic, but whatever.
Maybe they're friendly like
There we go.
Oh, maybe they're not.
The one thing I don't have, it seems... Okay, I was gonna say it's switching targets, but I just figured it out. You have to click the right joystick.
Get him! There, boy! Get him! Sick him, Torgal! Stay down!
Sick him, Torgal! You can even send them in the air. Okay, I need to work on my timing, but in theory you could like toss them in the air and then combo them. Yeah. Can I like dash in the air? Oh, you can, hell yeah. So you can ask him to toss them up and then like dash to them. That's cool.
We still have a way to go.
Hell yeah. Okay, I don't have access to a map. That's fine. Seems pretty linear anyways. So AG, is he just gonna keep wearing this Imperial armor? That's big. Welcome back, Monster Hunter.
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
He?
Looking for food. No more wolves where he's from. The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Poor sod. I'd invite him over for a cup of tea if I didn't think he'd eat the dog.
Looking real sad.
Let's try and stay out of its path.
Remember when I said there were deadly beasts? Well, the shrubs in these parts aren't much better.
And you only think to mention this now. That's enough. Stay down.
Ooh, nice. You got like little finishers.
Get him. Don't let them
Well, that's the underground sorted. I'll take it from here.
Also, Cid, you ever gonna explain that lightning you did last time when you saved us? What the fuck was that about? Okay, I'm not sure there's like any little side paths. It seems pretty linear. At most, maybe you'll miss like an item or something.
After you.
Just a bunch of little combat areas. Combat arenas. Stringed together by little corridors. It's Final Fantasy XIII all over again, but at least here the combat is a little more dynamic. So we're looking for a town where this saw the icon. And we're just in the straight up wilderness. It would take us days to get through this.
Out the stars. Down was the only way left for them to go. There's probably a lesson to be learned from that. But it can wait. Come on.
So they used to be in the sky.
Mind your eyes.
And it would take us forever to get through this on foot. Why didn't we leave on the chocobos? Oh, big beast.
A wyvern. I can see that. Doesn't have to be a friend of yours, does it?
Sick him, Torgal. Get him, boy.
Ow.
Get him. Sick him, Torgal. Over here. You know what to do, boy. Sick him. You know what to do, boy. Give him all you've got, boy.
Ow.
Over here. There, boy. You know what to do, boy. There, boy. Over here. There, boy.
Okay, you can't toss them up when they're already on the ground. That makes sense. Countered! This feels great when you land the proper timing. Is his heal like on a timer? How often can he heal you? There we go. Pretty easy. If I have the option to turn off his commands of Torgal, like I might turn them off because it might get very repetitive to just hear them every battle. I don't know if the option exists though. Dragon Talon. Upon close inspection of a lesser dragon's foot, one may observe that the middle talon is considerably longer than the rest. This extended appendage is used to puncture the fleshy parts of the creature's prey, causing severe blood loss and weakening them for the kill. If there is one thing for which the fauna of Valencia do not want, it is more dagger-sharp fangs to line their slivering maws. See, all the writing is just it's so elaborate. And so those Valicians fortunate enough not to succumb to said fangs have conceived ingenious ways of fashioning them into myriad articles of vertu, ranging from cutlery to bijouterie. Are these English words? Because like bijouterie is totally a word in French. I don't know if it's because it's like old English, so they're using like all these borrowed words from French. If only I was playing this in 60 FPS. That's like the only thing that kind of...
Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open.
That's kind of a shame. Can you heal me like any time? Heal? Heal boy? No? I guess that's fine.
Well, it appears we won't be going this way.
Oh, why is that?
I'll admit I hadn't counted on that.
Looks like he found...
What is it, boy?
Something? Why trust in your own animal instinct when you have an actual animal at your side? If you're lost, hold down L, let Torgal point you in the right direction. Yeah. Is there an option for like Torgal's calls? There is not. Unfortunate. Okay, so the path you knew is blocked. It looks like Torgal found us a path, alright?
At least one of us knows these woods. Thank you, Torgal.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Pet your dog. Put your whole hand through his head.
Good boy.
Yeah. That petting animation could use a little bit of work, but it's fine. It gets the idea across. Is that just like the tiniest hint of... There was like the tiniest hint of an accordion in the back of this music. Very nice song.
Well, they look not too happy. And for once, it's not my fault.
Woo! Love the aerial attacks.
There, boy. Sick him.
Sick him.
Over here. Sick him, Torgal. Get him, boy. Keep your distance, boy. You know what to do. That's it. Finished. Give them all.
This is stupid. I like wolves.
I don't think they care, Cid.
Sorry, Cid.
Keep your distance, boy.
But it doesn't seem like I can use the special skills in the air, though. So I guess Torgal is invincible then, right? He can't get damaged or poisoned.
Don't let them get away.
That's fine with me.
Get him, boy. There, boy.
We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No. No, it doesn't.
I don't really like killing animals either, but I mean, they're attacking us, so what else are we gonna do? He was a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. I'm gonna spend the whole game just... I heard it again. Gonna spend the whole game just petting my dog. Can you blame me? I haven't seen him in 13 years. Obviously, a lot of this is very linear, and that's the criticism that Final Fantasy XIII got a lot, that it's all corridors and all just battles, and like the game kind of plays itself. And you can tell a lot of the game here has been very much streamlined. It's kind of a linear path. You don't even need to pick up the items come to you. You even get accessories that kind of play for you. But considering the game, it's very cinematic, you know, it's very cutscene heavy, but the combat system is also a bit more action oriented, so I do feel like it works a little bit better. Although, like I've said in the first episode, you know, turn-based combat will always be my preference for Final Fantasy. It's why 10 is my favorite one, and it would have been nice in this game, but, you know, they went for something different, and I can appreciate them trying something new. especially for a mainline entry. Alright, we're getting a boss here, I think. Okay, it's gonna be that big thing we saw. That big sand shrew looking thing. Okay, that's right out of Monster Hunter.
Not so sharp.
You'd better hope so.
This shouldn't take too long.
Oh?
So much for your shortcut.
Still short, just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly. Get him, boy! Sick of Torgal!
I dodged that.
You know what to do. Get him!
Okay, it seems like even if you dodge, I mean, maybe it's because my timing is wrong, but even if you dodge, you still get hit. So you need to actually be out of their attack range when you dodge. So it's more like a repositioning thing. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna need some healing here. Ouch. It's a different song than the one for the last bosses we've fought. Give him all we got.
Get him, boy! Give them all you've got, boy! Sick of Torgal! There, boy! You know what to do, boy!
Spin cycle.
Where he stops, no one knows.
Get him, boy! You know what to do, boy. Can't take much more of it.
Whoa.
Do that again. Not if we kill him first.
Ouch. Keep taking a lot of hits here.
There, boy. Over here. Get him, boy.
Okay, I don't need you to say "get him, boy" after every attack. Why don't you use that lightning you used last time, Cid?
You know what to do, boy. Not this time.
Ouch. Taking all these hits. Okay, I guess I'm just dodging too early.
Over here. There, boy. You know what to do, boy. There, boy. Get him. There, boy. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. Get him.
Staggered, and you're done. Alright. It's a Fafnir. It's a Fafnir. A gnarled scales. Covered in countless scars, these scales tell a tale of supremacy and survival, albeit one now ended. You alright, Clive? Tough day at the office? Uh-oh.
Oh, come on.
Cid, will help? There you go. You want to explain that to me? He's either blessed by Ramu or he's Ramu himself.
You're dominant.
I am. Aye.
So you are.
But not by choice, mind. Whole bloody realm of strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones Ramu saw fit to home.
Sliding it with the finger. The aura.
Cid, you say you want to help dominants and bearers. Well, what's in it for you?
Well, I mean, doesn't that explain it? He's one himself.
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we want and deserve.
Freedom.
Save for our knack, dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else. The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts.
You think it
Our
would?
kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
That's not really what he said. He just says he wants to change the system.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind of choice. A place where we can die on our own terms. Huh?
So why didn't you use this lightning from the start? Were you testing me? This poor beast. Just trying to eat. Founder and leader of the Hideaway, where he and his comrades labor to liberate bearers and dominants from servitude, a life that Cid knows all too well, as he bears the burden of being the dominant of Ramu, Warden of Thunder. No longer does he fight for any one nation, but for all the peoples of Valisthea. It would be, I guess, useful if the dominants had like a marking, like either a tattoo or like some kind of brand that showed that they were dominants, but I mean, it would prevent them from having some cool reveals in the story where like you don't know that someone is a dominant, but because they brand all the bearers, so you think they would also brand the dominants, but I'm sure he's got his own tragic backstory of like how he came to be a dominant and like why he's now on his own and trying to earn freedom for the others. Like we know that you don't have to be born a dominant. Sometimes you acquire this power from some other mean, because clearly Jill was not born a dominant. She became one later. And I also wonder if there's a way you can stop being a dominant other than like dying and passing it on to someone else. Like, is there a way to get rid of this power? I don't really know why you would want that. I guess so that nations stop, pursuing you and trying to use you. So you stop being haunted?
What exactly do you plan on doing when you find this dominant to fight?
Yeah, good question.
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother, and cut out the tongue of any man who tries to talk me out of it.
All right. Forest dark enough as it is.
He's all right, Mr. Edgelord. And how do you plan on defeating a dominant? Someone that can turn into a giant beast that defeated the Phoenix?
There, boy! Get him, boy!
Okay, so now he's using lightning, now that he's revealed it. But we already knew he could use lightning. He did it in the cinematic. Alright, alright. Like, I already had a feeling that was the case.
Sick of Torgal! Get him!
So this whole time you could have been using lightning, and you didn't.
See that river? We follow her upstream and we'll be in Lostwing in no time.
In no time. Right.
Couple days at the most.
This might take a while. You know what to do. Get him! Sick of Torgal! Don't let them get away. That's enough.
You know, the combat is very simple. I'm not really doing very complex commands. You know, it's no Devil May Cry, but it does look very cool at least, so. That's kind of all you need, right? For the action to look cool. Doesn't need to be super complex. So he said follow the river.
Sick of Torgal! Give them all you've got, boy!
There's one of these wyverns. I guess we end up in the same place.
Sick of Torgal!
Ow.
Don't let them get away. You know what to do, boy. There, boy. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him. There, boy. Sick of Torgal. There, boy. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him. There, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy. Keep your distance, boy.
Countered.
Sick of Torgal.
There we go. You get a meteorite. That's just the river again. More of these fallen ruins. It's probably gonna get revealed at some point that these fallens are still around, or like something like that, right? This ancient civilization.
Quiet. The Royal Scout.
Someone's far from home.
Let's follow him.
You sure? You don't want to mind our own business? Is this Benedicta? It sure is.
And?
The Royal Intelligencers. An elite unit of the Royal Knights of Wallowed led by Benedicta Harman, who lead clandestine incursions deep into the territory of enemy nations for myriad purposes, espionage, assassination chief among them.
They're just down that way. All of them. Grieger's my witness.
Grieger.
Excellent.
And you're gonna kill him.
We move.
No? You're just gonna kick him?
I don't understand. Have I not proven loyal?
See, you could have shut your mouth and they probably wouldn't have killed you. Now they probably will.
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
See, maybe if he'd said nothing. They're not very nice people. What was that for?
That woman.
Is she also a dominant?
Benedicta Harman, commander of Walood's elite intelligences. If we can capture her...
Good luck with that.
You!
What was that, like wind?
On the ground, Imperials.
What's the icon of wind? Uh-oh, we're gonna get caught. Should probably make a run for it.
Let's get this over with then.
No, you're gonna fight? Okay. Good thing she left. Okay, they're very weak. Probably except this guy. He's the only strong one. Can't toss him up. Some kind of Bloodborne dude. Okay, he's very fast. Whoa. Oh, I thought he was already staggered. I won't have time to use my... thing. Cinematic clash. Okay. Oh, he's been blessed. He's blessed by Benedicta. I'm blessed by the Phoenix. Cid, a little help? Who's gonna watch all this happen? Whoa! Whoa! Okay, that hurt. But you're gonna have to do better than that. Whoa! What the hell was that? I'm supposed to use fire, not you. I didn't know you could use fire.
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boys. Get him, boy! And now, you turn!
Assassinate. So I'm supposed to like dodge that?
There, boy! Get him, boy! Get him! Get him, boy! Not this time.
It's staggered, fool.
Get him, boy! Keep your distance, boy! Sick him, Torgal! Get him!
Ah, right when I did it.
Sick him, Torgal! Get him!
Okay, he's got some kind of like flamethrower. Thanks for the heal, Cid.
You know what to do, boy.
Okay, so that's how he did it.
Sick him, Torgal!
Just need to avoid that.
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy! Over here.
Look at you teleporting all over the place. I think you're so cool.
Sick him, Torgal! Not this time.
Same trick won't work twice on me. Quick time advance like it's fucking 2006. Let's go. That was a cool fight. A badge of might. Awarded to soldiers for unparalleled displays of courage on the field of battle. The feeling of accomplishment it enkindles in the recipient's heart is thought to enhance future performance.
They thought we were Imperials.
Well, you are wearing
You do look the part.
the Imperial outfit.
Though you fight like a true shield of Rosaria. And one blessed by the Phoenix at that.
How about you bless me with Ramu, huh? Then I'd have twice the power. Can you do that? Have you blessed anyone lately? Not a euphemism?
Speaking of which, I wonder, does the other icon of fire give blessings, do you think?
Do you?
You don't believe me.
And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the one law. Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear.
Well, maybe it's not an icon. Maybe it's just some creature, you know? Some
Fire
giant
has always
monster.
had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies. And even that can take years.
Well,
the thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. And they're in Lostwing.
so let's get there. Benedicta doesn't find it weird that...
Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before it gets dark.
But what if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
I mean, they won't know who killed them. I guess they could track us, but probably the fauna is just gonna eat their bodies. Stage replay in arcade mode? Oh, so you can like refight bosses? That's cool. Cross into Orabel Dance. Doesn't Benedicta find it weird that like she left with all her dudes and then they all just stayed behind fighting someone and like she didn't... No? She didn't find that weird? Orabel Dance, which is in southern Sambrec. The idyllic plains that stretch across the southern reaches of the Holy Empire are sparsely populated unless one knows where to look. Orabel. That's a nice name. Look at this place. Always with the little red moon. The Holy Empire of Sambrec.
So much for arriving before sunset.
Oh, I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The fallen ruin. I've heard some call it an airship.
Did you,
Those flying
Cid?
days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
I mean, he might be gone by then. Took us a while to get here. Ooh. Are we ever gonna get an airship? You get an airship in basically every single Final Fantasy. But like, is there really a point in a game where you can already fast travel everywhere from the start? I mean, maybe for story purposes. So much for airships. Louder than words. Make for Lostwing. Word of a dominant of fire spotted in a nearby village convinces Clive to set aside any misgivings he might have surrounding Cid and his motives and join the man, though only for as long as this desire for revenge demands it. While traveling through the Greatwood, Clive and Cid happen upon a small party of Walloder intelligencers captained by a woman from Cid's past. From Cid's past? Oh, they know each other. Benedicta Harmon. Left with more questions than answers, the pair continue on to Lostwing. So they know each other personally. A bloody hide. Oh my god, you can have 9,000. God damn. Was 900 not enough? When properly treated with urine, lime, salt, and a lengthy soak in chocobo brains? Brains? This ichor-flecked skin will make for a fine piece of leather indeed. What do you mean brains? Magicked ash. All creation is possible because of ether. It is what gives the formless form and the lifeless life. When an object is consigned to the flames, whether due to age, accident, or ill intent, the ether contained within is released and returned to the land. There are, however, rare instances in which an elemental charge remains trapped inside the resulting detritus, detritus, and skilled weaponsmiths can harness this energy for use in their work. I guess I could equip these other swords to end fights faster, but like it feels a bit like cheating, because it's like twice the power I have right now. The game's already kind of easy, so I don't want to make it even easier. I'd rather follow kind of like the natural progression path. I guess I don't really mind commanding Torgal myself. I kind of do it anyways. Mostly because I get annoyed at all the commands from Clive, so that's kind of the main reason. I'll just put on the Badge of Might, and maybe we'll put it back later. I have a lot of points to spend while in the air to slice down. This could be nice. So we can master this, which I guess gives it more damage. Let's boost charged magic, I guess. Because it doesn't show the stats going higher, so like... Oh, okay, they have details. Oh, they even tell you stuff about each of them. Wow, can break an enemy's guard, will lift smaller downed enemies. Spell can be charged at any time, so mastery reduces the charge time. Okay. Huh. Mastery extends the trigger window. So this increases the shift distance. I thought it was going to make it stronger. So this says cooldown is 20 seconds. Even the idea of an ability being on a cooldown, it's very MMO, you know? So the upgrade increases hits, and the mastery allows assignment to any icon. again, kind of spoiling that Clive will have mastery over multiple icons' powers, but I mean, you kind of know this from just watching the trailers, I guess. And you can reset all abilities if you don't like what you have assigned, which I do appreciate. The Dominant of Fire. Ancient relics found across Valisthea. Their construction closely resembles the airships of the fallen, but unlike them, they do not appear to have fallen from the sky, rather to have stood in place since time immemorial. They illuminate when Clive approaches, though for what reason is unknown. After once being lit, they continue to shine with the same blue glow night and day, making them ideal for use as waypoints. Yeah. Okay, so now we have a map. We didn't have a map last time, but I guess because this is a town.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
Sure you can, Ben Star. So they use these like fallen pieces as oh, you run faster after a while. Nice. This looks like a nice little village. Surely nothing bad can happen here.
Figures up ahead.
Are they friends or foes?
Oh, see, when you want to know that, you just have to shout, friend or foe? Royal us rare. Foes it is. Hello?
Don't let them get away! Give them all you've got, boy!
Oh, you can get attacked in the middle of an animation. It's weird.
Don't let them get away! That's it.
That you can juggle people.
Keep your distance, boy.
Where's the stinger when you need it?
More Waluders.
Waluders.
What is it they want?
Oh, so it's like
Welcome to
goots.
us the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
They're Waluders. Okay. Well, should I go explore on the sides then? Go and see what's up this path.
Give them all you've got, boy. It's over.
Is there like an item in these buildings? Doesn't seem like it. What's on the other side? It's a worgen!
Give them all you've got,
Level up. Two bloody hides. Okay, so just a couple more battles. A couple of items. Clearly people are farming stuff here, so we're kind of messing up their whole farms. Let's see if we see more Waluders. There it is, Lostwing. in Sambrec. So there's Waluders in Sambrec. Wonder why. They're spies?
No sign of the Royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scouts. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Alright.
Subtle.
Party makeup has
I
changed.
don't even know what he looks like.
Yeah, great point. How do I find him then? The Hanged Man. It's fine, I guess I'll just attack all these people by myself.
Completely abandoned. Can it?
Sure doesn't seem to be anyone right now.
That sounds like a child.
Are you hiding? What happened here?
It's all right. I'm not one of them.
Was Saren and
My
the
friend
Geth
and I
here?
were with the Imperial Army, and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents
Just
are?
gonna lie.
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then?
I mean, you can probably find a better hiding spot than
church,
this. The church. I guess I am wearing Imperial clothing, so he might as well say he's from the Empire, plus he was until recently. Although he was an assassin. But I guess technically I am part of Sambrec. So what the hell happened here? Clearly this place will eventually be full of people. Okay, I guess there's no point exploring at this time. We should explore later once we're out of this story mission. Let's just go where they want us to go. Is that the scout? By any chance?
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Oh, this is the scout.
About time.
Oh, there you go. You found him first.
Stand back.
So you were scuffing blood, which means maybe being a dominant is always bad for your health.
Clive!
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but...
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
How would he know?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
Oops.
I'll give you one guess where he's going.
I'll get him.
After him.
You're gonna have to run faster than that, Clive. I know you're wearing very heavy armor, but So is he. Well, looks like he's running into a dead end. Gonna lead me to the rest. Oh, she's there.
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
The Dominant's
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have
Do you mean
been
the
taken
scout?
to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will
Did
not
you
be
just
spoiled.
shush her?
I give you my word.
Okay.
Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind and the King!
She's like... What's an icon that has wind?
Ugh. Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta, Imperials!
Clive, you didn't catch him. I can defeat her.
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy.
How can you inspire any loyalty if you're always killing your own people?
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored.
This is bad. Oh, we're gonna fight one-on-one? There's no way I can defeat a Dominant, is there? Maybe if Cid helps me? Oh, you're just gonna toy with me? Wait, you're gonna summon a monster? You can do that?
Where did?
I didn't know they could do that. You said you were getting bored and you're not even gonna fight me myself. That is a cool design though.
If this means what I think it does, then Cid has some explaining to do.
Yeah, she's a Dominant, obviously. Can Jill also do that? Can Cid do that? Could I counter this? Maybe? Hell yeah. She's basically just toying with me.
Better be on your way, Cid.
Lucky for me, she's not fighting me herself.
There, boy. Get him. Get him, boy. Cid and Torgal. Get him.
Gotcha. A tirada. Cleric's Medallion. At a glance, what appears to be a holy relic able to channel the power of the divine into curative energies actually contains the dust of a light aspected crystal, known to be a catalyst for the restorative arts. It betters your potions, okay. Lostwing, a settlement located in central Sambrec on the northeastern edge of the Greatwood. Having initially found prosperity as a stopover point for traveling traders, it fell from favor when newer, better roads bypassed it. Eventually fell off the map entirely. The village is built both in and around fallen ruins that the people of Lostwing claim was once called an airship. A true scholar of the blade who leads her loyal minions from the front. After attending the negotiations with the Dalmex at the Zernitra stronghold, where she crushed the hopes of the Republican army while encouraging those of Hugo Kupka, she parted company with her liege lord in order to lead a secret incursion into Imperial territory.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
You're just gonna attack them?
Luka's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
Ancient history.
So, Sidolphus.
But she's got a new man now.
Remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Now, the ex-Lord Commander of the Kingdom.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
You guys aren't gonna transform into giant kaijus, right?
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
The what now?
Always something, isn't there?
And they're gone like ninjas.
And she's gone.
What about this guy? Gav? Cid's faithful scout who puts his legendary nose to work in tracking the movements of slavers, soldiers, and any other object of interest to the hideaway. The ever-agreeable fellow only too gladly delving behind enemy lines if he can get a good story or two out of it.
Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lostwing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me.
Alright. Cid, you've got some splaining to do, mister. So basically everyone was hiding because of the kingdom being here?
So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break.
At least they didn't torture you. They could have.
You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And
Fair
that,
enough.
I'll drink to.
You don't want to leave your home, I get that.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord T on the bold, whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it sanders the deep. The skies over Stormbreeze for
Listen, Clive.
Bard. Traveling minstrels who journey from place to place, performing in hostelries across Valisthea to the accompaniment of lute or lyre. They provide not only entertainment but information on the state of the realm, oft singing of significant events and important personages. The Hideaway has its own resident bard that the illiterate amongst its residents might remain informed.
Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right
You watched
in
an
front of me,
icon kill your brother.
and I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch and bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate.
Would it bring you peace?
You're content to be its slave, then?
I mean, he's made this choice for himself. That's some very loud drinking. I hate loud drinking. Meanwhile, at
This radiance
Caernarvon,
would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats.
wait, so there is a dominant for Ifrit?
Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze?
Then who is this guy?
Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames.
Maybe it's not Clive then.
Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift.
Why don't you remove that
Perhaps
hood
you're
from his head?
distracted.
Who is this?
My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
Lord Margrace? Crystal fetters. A restraining device for bearers and dominants that... Ah, see, just the inclusion of this little thing explains quite a lot. Uses precisely arranged and activated shards of crystal to disrupt the flow of ether through their flesh, thus preventing them from priming or casting magic. So that's how they captured Shiva. So valuable are the materials from which they are made, and so rare the skill required to craft them. There are very few specimens in existence, and they are only employed when absolutely necessary. Caernarvon, an imperial stronghold located along the southern fringes of Sambrequois territory, far from its capital of Oriflamme. It occupies a key strategic position adjacent the Crystal Belt, is suitably formidably fortified as a result. Within its walls there are living quarters, a church, a jail, and sufficient storehouses to see the occupants through a lengthy siege.
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
So they want this dominant to join them? I mean, yeah, of course, they would. But why wouldn't he just use his powers to crush them? Well, she is also a dominant.
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Cairnovent.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
I have other uses.
Well, when you put it that way.
Little wink.
Suppose I better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
Alright, alright. Don't get too pompous.
Alright. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet.
Wait, so they took
We've got
over the
one chance at
stronghold?
this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
No. No. I guess. Well, I'm glad you're stopping here, because I need to stop here. The dead of night. In the dead of the night, people will find her.
No, that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
Okay, well, I'll be doing that next time. Drink. Meat. Golden 870 brandy wine. Imperial gold. Pandemain. Stone blue black pudding. Smoked kippers. Salt loach. Roast hare. Chocobo stew. Carrot broth. Man, if you could eat a chocobo, which they can, like a chicken is this big, you can pretty much feed a family with a chicken. Imagine a chocobo, how much you would eat with that. They would definitely farm them for the meat. But with that being said, that's where we will end this episode. Quite a bit of progress today. We're learning more about Cid, we're learning more about Benedicta. I'm starting to think that maybe Ifrit was not Clive after all. It might be like actually someone else. It's just really weird the way this whole sequence played out. It's like he saw it through the eyes of Torgal. And then we saw this figure that no one else could see. So I don't know, maybe it is someone else. Obviously don't tell me, I will find out in time for myself. And sorry I spent so much of today reading the Compendium. There will be more of that in the next episode. A big part of the fun in this game for me is to get involved and get immersed in the lore of this world, so hope you guys don't mind it too much. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you want to catch the next couple of episodes, they're on my Patreon right now. So thank you to my patrons for their support, and until next time, I had fun playing this, I hope you had fun watching it, and I will see you in the next episode for some more Final Fantasy XVI. À la prochaine.